All right, David. Now, did she or did she not? The $5 million inheritance for Diane Keaton's dog. I guess the documents have not been made public, but according to the website Wealth Management and other credible sources, she's got a $100 million estate, apparently.
Yeah, Diane was not just an actress. She was a wonderful actress, by the way. I have many roles I see her. I thought she did a great job in a lot of movies, but she was actually a really savvy real estate, not only investor, but she personally flipped a lot of real estate, bought mansions, redid them, designed them, and sold them for huge profits, and kept rolling that up using the tax code, by the way, on what's called 1031 exchanges, increased her wealth significantly over, a 30-year investment career.
And the reports are about 5% of that estate, $5 million, is going to her golden retriever, Reggie.
Yeah, now we have not seen the public documents, but it's highly likely this is true. But here's the thing that people don't think about. When you're thinking about why would you leave $5 million to a dog, how much money could that dog, even being pampered to the hill in its life expectancy? And dogs' life expectancy is typically going to be around 12 to 16, 18 years, depending on the breed of dog, right? So it's a ridiculous sentiment to do, even if the intention was good. And the other thing is, you understand, is that trust will now pay tax at the highest rate possible, because trusts, once they have income over a threshold, which is not very high, mid-30s, $1,000, a $5 million trust is going to generate some income every year. It's going to pay tax at 37% federally and another 13.3% to the state of California, where this trust lies. So 54% of the income
half of it's going.
Just going to the state of California. Of course, they're loving it, right? So they're probably out there going to be billboards. Gavin Newsom's going to have billboards. Hey, set up a dog trust, right?
But the story says pet trusts, they are a thing now.
Yeah,
that
I
people
had
are
one
doing.
client in my career leave an estate, had no children, and we had to work this out because we weren't told about it. It was in the will. And this was actually a very unique case. But when I was at UBS, this is going back years, in Florida, we had a client that left the estate to her 17 Chip, house cats. And when they went and opened the door, it was anyway, it took about 4 years, and a court determined the cats would be transferred to basically to a shelter, and then donations would be made off of that. The house was all sold, and all proceeds were donated to charities that would help kids. But there was no relatives to contest it, and so a court was left to decide. You think these things through. Don't, I would leave money to somebody with instructions for them to take care of said pet, but the pet won't live forever. Now, birds and turtles are different things. They live very long life expectancies. So you want to think, what type of pet are you leaving it to, et cetera. But it makes for interesting talk, right?
Well, in the breaks of today's show, we're promoting our next estate and tax planning class, so we'll have to add something on this. All right.
Hey, if you're looking for more content like this, make sure you check out these videos, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you'll be notified when we publish more content that will help you retire smart. Thanks for watching.